Coachella 2026 didn't just live up to the hype, it powered right past it, pretty much from the opening act all the way to the final beats. If you glanced at the lineup, you probably found yourself wishing you could multiply, maybe 3 or 4 versions of yourself just to keep up. Sabrina Carpenter brought the kind of stage presence that makes you wonder how she fits so much star power into one frame. Karol G had the whole crowd moving. She somehow manages to make even the largest stages feel intimate. Enima took electronic music fans on a trip. His sets are half rave, half lucid dream. Then you had first-timers like Cat's Eye and Beanie stepping up and making it impossible to look away. It was one of those years where you had to make hard choices. More than a few people just gave up and wandered, trusting that wherever they landed, something worth remembering would be happening. And then, of course, comes the big one. Justin Bieber, headlining his first Coachella in years, stepping back onto the main stage after what felt like forever. The numbers make your head spin. $10 million for one set. Let that sink in for a second. There's dropping the mic, and then there's backing a literal truck of money onto the Empire Polo Grounds. But money aside, Bieber's set wasn't a run-of-the-mill pop show. He walked out not just in front of his fans, but in front of his own music videos. Not screens showing psychedelic backgrounds, not backup dancers, not a full orchestra, but him singing along to the old videos that started it all. The YouTube kid from Stratford, Ontario, standing on this massive stage, looping back to the very videos he uploaded as a teenager. It was strange, sort of brave, sort of awkward, kind of beautiful in a way, almost too on the nose, but that's what made it work, or, depending on who you ask, fall flat. And people definitely asked. Within minutes, the internet turned into a digital shouting match. Some fans saw something meaningful, a tribute to his roots, that full-circle narrative that always gets people. They called it nostalgic, honest, even emotional. Others just rolled their eyes. Lazy, phoned in, not worth the price of admission, they said. The split was nearly perfect, half the crowd waxing poetic, the other half annoyed. They'd paid hundreds to watch Justin Bieber do glorified karaoke. The debate got louder than the speakers, breaking out across TikTok, X, Instagram. Everywhere there was an opinion to be had, someone had it. Hailey Bieber showed up, camera-ready, unwavering support on full display. Kendall Jenner posted a cheer from the VIP area. The VIP scene looked like an Oscars after-party. Kylie Jenner mingling somewhere near Timothée Chalamet, all of them weaving glitz and fashion into the desert. Sometimes Coachella feels like the world's most glamorous garden party that someone accidentally booked a few bands for. But then something happened to slice through all the noise and glossy celebrity. Something totally unexpected, real, human. Katy Perry was there, which, okay, feels just about right for Coachella. Except she wasn't alone. She brought Justin Trudeau, yes, former Canadian Prime Minister, ordinarily too busy running a nation for flower crowns and festival wristbands. The two got seated together during Bieber's set, and the cameras caught them at the right, or wrong time, laughing, goofing off, just like anybody else there to have a good time and maybe forget the rest of the world existed for a night. And here's the internet's champagne moment. Bieber's leaning into his YouTube origins on stage, and without missing a beat, Katy Perry leans over and delivers a line absolutely made for viral glory. Thank God he has premium. I don't want to see no ads. Simple. Perfect. It's the kind of throwaway joke you'd make to a friend on the couch, except instead it's Katy Perry saying it, to Justin Trudeau's face, in front of tens of thousands of festival goers and a global audience. Instantly, clips of that single line started pinging around group chats, trending before Bieber had even left the stage. Why did it land so hard? Maybe because for once, a celebrity reminded us that deep down, these super polished, larger-than-life people go through the same mundane stuff everyone else does. They've all sat there, wrestling with the decision to pay for ad-free YouTube the way we all have. We've all felt that irrational surge of irritation when an ad interrupts a perfect moment online. It was just genuinely funny. Not manicured, not a PR stunt, not a stilted viral attempt, just a well-timed, relatable joke that hit everyone exactly where they live. Twitter erupted. TikTok stitched it a million ways. Within the hour, "Thank God he has premium" was the meme of the festival. There's something so magnetic about seeing a 100 million album superstar act like a regular person, making the kind of joke you might shout over your own speaker system, wedding singer style. Katy didn't overthink it. She didn't pose for the cameras. She just said something real, and people loved her for it. And there's Justin Trudeau, former world leader, usually buttoned up in a suit, loosening the tie, grooving next to a pop megastar, caught in that totally weird, totally 2026 moment. He looked happy. Like, real break from the headlines, no filter happy. It was almost wholesome, tucked between the choreographed chaos of a festival notorious for its curatorial perfection. Usually, these stars spend most of Coachella being seen, calculating every move. But Perry and Trudeau, they just looked like two people, just as baffled and entertained as the rest of us trying to navigate the strangeness of now. Maybe that's what set this year apart. Sure, Coachella's always been about spectacle, the fashion, the branding, the manicured boho chick, the kind of event where every moment has a hashtag and the best photo wins. But for a minute, thanks to Katy and OK Justin Trudeau, the mask dropped. No more media training, no more rehearsed lines, just someone making fun of the same streaming frustrations we have on our cheapest days. For all the $10 million drama and the endless debate about whether Bieber phoned it in, it was a little throwaway joke that won the festival's collective heart. As for Bieber, who knows what history will make of that show? Maybe people will call it a bold swing, a nod to authenticity and his earliest fans. Maybe they'll say he forgot what a headliner's supposed to do and rank it among Coachella's weirdest headliner sets. But that's later. Right now? He stood up after years away, after all the setbacks and constant tabloid noise, and did what felt right to him. Whether you cheered or cringed, you've got to respect it. Few people get a shot like that, and even fewer try something that risky. So when we look back at Coachella 2026, it'll be for more than one reason. Sure, some will remember the music, the crush of the crowd, the heat, those legendary performances scattered across the fields. But the moment that everyone's going to talk about most, probably long past when the last tent gets packed away, is the one that cut straight through the glossy surface and reminded us that in the end, nearly everyone in the world knows what it's like to be stopped in your tracks by an unskippable ad, and for one split second, Katy Perry was all of us.